What's up, y'all? This is my 2 months on T video. This is my wife, Brittany. So updates on changes. Hair. I have like fuzzies on my chin, or more than I did before.
The lip.
Yeah, on my lip. My legs was already hairy, but now they're even more hairier. It's not that much of a difference, but it's starting to connect in areas where it didn't before. I also have hair on like this part coming in where it wasn't before. I have more hair on my knees than I did before. So I have hair also on my ass. So yeah. My skin is starting, like the last 2 days have started to become oily, but I haven't experienced any bad acne on my face. I'm starting to get acne, but it's not that bad. I believe that my period has gone away.
Why you saying so slow?
Cause I'm hoping that I'm not jinxing it, because it hasn't come to today. It hasn't come this month, and usually it would be here like 3 weeks ago. So I'm hoping that that's a sign that it's leaving.
Or gone. Already.
Yeah, leaving, going, whatever, away from me. I am more aggressive. It's not that bad. I'm more aggressive unintentionally. We call it manhandling things. I've broken a few things.
Going bang.
Yeah, cause it going bang on accident. So yeah, I don't really know for sure if that's the T, but it probably is. My attitude is not that bad. My attitude, I was trying to figure out a word for how I've handled certain situations, and the only word that comes to mind is assertive.
Snapping.
Assertive.
Going completely off.
No, assertive. I mean, stuff that I used to get upset about and just didn't say anything about, I say something about it now. That's assertive.
Yeah, you're just a nice speaker.
Assertive. So
Using all these big words.
So I am more assertive. I was very quiet, pretty, but I did have a temper. And why you look like that?
I'm just agreeing.
Yeah, I did have a temper, pretty, but it wasn't that bad. It was more controllable, I guess. Now I have to take it. It takes more time. Well, not time, but more effort. I have to put in more effort to control my anger or temper or whatever.
Say the exact words.
I have notes on my phone. Oh, you guys can't see it. I have notes on my phone, and she's reading my notes. My little man down below is growing. It's gotten bigger than before, and I think it's actually growing more than the first week and a half I was on T. I'm not sure, but I believe so. Strength.
Yeah. Gotten a lot of that.
Yeah, I'm stronger, and I don't work out, and not even a push up or two. And I swear my arms they're sore like I do heavy lifting. Yeah. So I'm getting stronger with no effort, and my arms feel
Firmer.
yeah, they're firmer than before. I mean, they were already pretty firm, but they're not. They're firmer than before. And my legs are pretty sore when I'm walking. Like I think I've told you guys before, I walk to the bus stop when I go to school, and it's about 5 blocks. And after the second block, my legs start like burning, like I've been climbing a mountain, and like it's all up in my shins area, and like down in my ankles. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. But yeah, so that's that. My feet, I think, are growing. I don't know if it's fat or what. My ankles are bigger. The other day I thought it was fat on my ankles, but I don't think so. After looking at it a few days ago, my ankles are like I'm in my mom's house and my brother and sister are arguing. So my ankles, I feel like they are getting bigger, and I think my feet are getting bigger as well because my shoes, certain shoes, well, I already have a flat foot, and so I have to wear different sizes anyways. Am I boring you?
No.
My feet are flat, so I have to wear certain shoes. Not certain shoes, different sizes for every shoe. Like I got my shoe size ranges from 6.5 to like 9.5 in boys than men, and the 7.5 shoes that I wear, they're supposed to be for like walking and exercising and stuff like that. And I bought them and they fit okay, but now they're too tight, and I had to loosen the strings, and that didn't even work. And so I can't even really wear them for a long period of time because they hurt my feet because they're tight. So I believe that my feet are getting wider. My voice, it dropped. It dropped. I don't know if you can hear it in this video or not, but in the morning, it's really, really, really deep. Like I sound like a grown ass man. And then during the day, it pretty much levels out until what you hear now. But it changes, it fluctuates so often. I don't know when it's gonna do what it do. I don't know. But right now my voice pretty much sounds like this on a regular basis, give or take a few pitches. So my attitude, I pretty much mentioned a few minutes ago that I'm more assertive. but my attitude, my temper. Well, I mentioned my temper too, but my temper is my attitude is different. I let her tell it.
This.
I'm more of a jerk now.
Or
like
hating my feelings.
Yeah. But I don't mean to, and so I think that it's because I take 1 milliliter every 2 weeks, and a lot of other guys are saying that I should talk to my doctor and I should talk to my doctor and try to. Made me lose my train of thought.
Talk to your doctor and suggest
that I should not change, but cut it in half, and so I'm only taking half. I mean, taking it every week, a half. I think they call it half a cc, but whatever, half a milliliter every week. And she's combing my leg hair with my comb.
Long.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. My hair. Back to my hair. In areas because I told you guys before that I was already pretty hairy, but in the places that I already had hair, it's longer.
Okay, thickening.
And yeah, some areas is thicker than others. And then too, there's some areas where it's like short hairs that I don't believe were there before, and so there might be hair growth. So yeah, that was right. It's all over the place. Anyways, my dosage. So I might talk to my doctor. I go to see my doctor on the 30th of December, and so I'll talk to her about that. My emotions as far as pre-T versus now, I'm only 2 months on T, but I've noticed that I'm not as sensitive as I was before. Meaning, not that I'm insensitive, but that I'm sensitive or not sensitive. If that makes sense. It does make sense in my head. So
right.
I'm not as sensitive about certain things like I used to be, whereas I used to, okay, I'll give you an example.
You can't cry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I not that I can't cry, but lately I haven't. I mean, I haven't cried since I've been on T. Then again, I don't really have that much of a reason to cry, but my grandfather passed away on Christmas Eve 3 Christmases ago. Now 3 Christmases ago. And it's still kind of a sensitive subject for me because me and my grandfather were close. And I used to get a little teary-eyed around this time whenever I think about it. And plus his birthday, he was born on a leap year, and he actually gets an actual birthday on his birthday this year. Well, this year coming up, but he's not here. So it's a sensitive, touchy subject for me. But I'm not like teary-eyed. I mean, it's sad, but I'm not emotional about it like I was. Stop moving the bed. I'm not emotional.
See what I mean about the attitude?
No. Moving the bed, you're moving the camera. So I'm not really as emotional as I was before. I haven't cried since being on T, and the things that probably would have made me get teary-eyed, I'm not talking about like bawling, but just a few tears in my eyes. There's nothing there. Nothing. It's dry. So that's it. as far as my changes that I can see.
Me.
Yeah. Well,
You're doing me talking with. Hey.
I was gonna give you your turn.
No.
That's all that I can say. Is there anything you would like to say?
No, you pretty much summed everything up.
You sure?
Positive.
Go ahead and elaborate on my attitude like you like to.
Attitude is absolutely horrible from my end. So, I'm a very emotional person. Anyways.
Yes. Very emotional.
I'm very emotional.
Very.
I get that from my mother. She's a very emotional person also. So I guess I inherited it from her. Among many other things, but yeah. So that's the only thing I really don't like. Really. Is the attitude.
We had a discussion about whether or not T is going to alter me and my personality. Excuse me. And I don't believe that it's gonna alter my personality, but in some cases I guess you can say that it kind of has from another perspective. But from my perspective, it's not altering me necessarily, it's enhancing my personality. And with anything that enhances something, there's always a side effect or a negative thing that comes along with it. And I just think that my negative or side effect is my attitude. And unfortunately, we bump heads about that because somebody has a nasty attitude too. So it's
You're
hard.
supposed to be the calm, cool, and collected one.
Right. I'm usually, I mean, pretty. I have been the calm, cool, and collected one in a relationship. Now
we both catching BS.
Right. We both catch BS, and that's not good because when we argue, we used to argue. In the beginning, of course, but we didn't argue too much about anything. Now it's like you use the last of the toilet paper. It's
you
like
put the toilet paper on wrong.
Yes, she puts the toilet paper on backwards. In my perspective, in my point of view, she puts it on backwards, and it irritates me because I tell her all the time, "You putting it on wrong."
Whatever, you still wiping your butt with it. Either way it goes.
But it's on backwards; it doesn't flow.
Oh my goodness.
So we argue about the littlest things. We've always bickered back and forth, but it wasn't to the point where we were like yelling at each other. It was just a playful thing.
Don't talk to me. That's what a point it is now.
Right. When we argue, it's like, you make me sick. Go away.
Do a magic trick.
Disappear. But it's a journey for both of us, and really anybody that's involved in my life. It's a process or a transition for my mom as well. She's been pretty supportive about it, and so is my stepdad. My biological dad still doesn't know. And it's kind of hard because I have to try to either avoid him or avoid talking to him because my voice is different, and especially in the morning. And so I've been pretty much hiding, and I don't want to call it hiding because I'm not hiding from nobody. But I mean, I guess that is what I'm doing because I don't want to tell him yet until I'm ready to tell him. And I've already told him that this is something that I wanted to do, but that conversation didn't end well. And so I just can't tell him yet that I'm doing this now. I would like for my dad to
Nervous.
be no. I would like for my dad to be around more often, but it just can't happen. And then too, it's just a lot going on, and it's just not something that is I'm ready for to tell him that I'm doing it. So other than that, there's no other changes or anything like that that I can pick out. So I guess I'll update you guys next month, next week, whatever. Technically next year. So yeah, and I'll post a link to my girl's channel as well. Yeah, it's gonna be down below. Until next time.